medical.
Under the new law, it is still illegal to use pot in public, on college campuses, and while driving.
Monday.
You would think that shit was legal.
Well, marijuana is now a multi-billion-dollar industry. There are people sitting in prison today for marijuana offenses.
Marijuana is not a drug.
A bill to decriminalize marijuana on the federal level was passed by the House Judiciary Committee today on a 24-10 vote.
That's some heavy shit, man.
As more and more states make marijuana legal, Major League Baseball will change its policy to keep up. The league has removed pot from its list of drugs of abuse and replaced it with opioids.
Stop hitting it so hard.
Well, you know, Al, obviously you're active in the cannabis community. Yep. And my question for you is, when is the NBA going to catch up with the rest of society and change their policies when it comes to cannabis?
I think it's really soon because the players is like, they want it bad. You know what I'm saying? They bring it up, you know, in meetings.
Critics worry the wait could lead to high demand on the black market where there's no oversight.
What kind of joint is this, man?
Medical.
And welcome to Medical Mondays, y'all. This is your host with the most THC in his motherfucking bloodstream, BERG. That's Berg, motherfuckers. And of course, I got my right-hand man, my compadre, my co-host with me, Rocho.
What up, Doe?
What up, Doe? And we got our special invited guest, our boy Frat from Chicago.
What up? How you guys doing, man?
All right. And of course, we got our boy C Murder and Rick Thompson and Jamie Lowell returning. And of course, we got our boy Stubbo in the building out in San Diego, but he's originally from Chicagoland.
There we are.
So what's everybody smoking on tonight?
Skywalker OG and some purple punch gelato and some terps and diamonds from Dabber Queen out in Seattle. I think it's Tacoma probably. They do some good stuff out there, bro.
I know Dabber Queen. She is very cool. She's a very Dabber Queen, single mom.
Yeah.
On her Instagram page, she's a very nice woman, very cool lady. That's very cool.
Yo, she and like her cookies are crazy. I don't know where she comes up with these ideas.
An amazing kind of.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dabber Queen.
Shout out, definitely. Yeah. So I just came in today.
So I have got some Marathon OG, and I got some 7149U Rotten Cream Ash Rosin.
Ooh.
While we're talking about Dabber Queen, I feel like we should run the sponsors because we got a queen of our own.
Oh, true. My bad. Thank you, Rocho. So yeah, give a big shout out to all of our sponsors. Of course, Honeybee Extraction, Native Made 313, Ghostbuster Farms, Western Tobacco, Michigan Turf Farms, Michigan Ganja Queen, and Label My Motherfucking Bud. Boom. So yeah, huge shout out to all of our sponsors. We wouldn't be able to do this without you.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Talking about our sponsors, I'm smoking on some OZ Kush right now from Michigan Turf Farms.
So Michigan Turf Farms won with that melon berry at the Cup recently.
Barry Melano. Get it right. Get it right,
OG is the shit. That's all I gotta say. The hella fat OG from Turf Farms is right there in my top.
Wait a minute. Did you just say you didn't like that hella fat, D-Mac?
you're gonna misquote me again. You know, I will fucking goddamn. That just warmed me up for if you check out my Grind Time podcast. I had to light up a Range Rover dealership. I'm all about it. But on Friday I'll be with my boys Rick and Jamie and cracking open in Ipsy the Oz. So excited about that, obviously. So I'm just jealous I'm not smoking on the live rosin and know this other granny, but I know where I'm getting cookies when I go out west. That's it. We're good.
Hell yeah. Shout out to you, man. You're the
That's
best, bro.
probably the only time you want to get some cookies is out west. Not the west side of Detroit.
Ah, there you go. Oh, look at.
What are you smoking on? See murder?
I got some sour OG and sharp cheddar or UK cheese from Young's Organic Garden.
I just got
haven't had no cheese strains in a minute. I've been watching cheese, but I haven't.
The last time we had cheese was Mr. Very Kush. At least on the show, anyway.
But bro, that was the first time in years that I've had it.
For sure.
It was super fire. Shout out to Mr. Very Kush.
Big shout out. What you got there, Rick?
Can't hear you.
Oh, he's muted. We can't hear you, Rick.
He's not muted.
No, he's not muted. You can't hear you.
No se escucha.
He wanted to share.
That rig, Stubbs. That is, what do you call that rig, Stubbo?
Oh, this rig right here is by Heffalump Glass.
Where are they out of?
It's accentuated with 2 moonstones.
Oh shit!
I mean 2 opals, and this is color is moonstone blue.
Beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Who was it?
The nail.
I like that.
Heffalump.
Yeah. Yes, Heffalump. The Heffalump Glass.
Oh,
where are they out of? Are they out of California?
Yeah, I believe I'm not exactly sure where Heffalump is out of. This is a piece borrowed from Insomniac Glass.
Oh, so it's not even yours. You're just
no. It's a borrowed piece from Insomniac.
He just does what his piece.
Well, I'm not trying
Chicago. Then you're Chicago land.
I don't know. That's what Chicago. That's what they do over there in Chicago.
I had to get rid of you, Stubbo.
I'm not trying to plug a rig for sale. I'm selling it. I'm not trying to do that. Come on. I'm a guest.
All right. Rick's back up in here.
But this is my banger. This is a Joel Haley.
That's his banger. That's his banger.
The audio working now, Rick? No.
Man.
Can't
So
hear you.
Oh, sign language. You got one.
You can
Just
hear
use
that.
sign language. I don't know it though. Hey, so you went to the Clio Cup, huh?
I did.
Were you there too, Jamie?
No.
No. Well, how'd you like it?
You know what? I honestly, lot of familiar faces, but a lot of new faces. And I thought that was interesting. I thought as far as like social distance, like as far as being respectful of each other, and then people that were wearing masks and all that stuff. It was good to be back around and to see some homies. And here's the thing, right? Is you know how we can all have this sixth sense of humor. Is our boy Damien from Over the Moon? We were sitting there smoking. It was me and him and his boy Scott and E-Rock from the Smoke Gang. And he looks over and he goes, "You know what? I thought friends of mine were the closest friend I'd have. Now I got friends of COVID. I got my COVID friends, right? Like, so it couldn't be the worst. I was thinking sitting around, it's like, this plant, and as you see, they don't know what's going on with the disease, but I know as much as I use this, my system's pretty good. So I thought it was cool because met some cool kids out of Saginaw. Shout out to the Green Beans. They were good dudes. And before, so seeing some old faces, seeing some new faces, but it was nice. It was a nice day, to have, and it was definitely something that when we're able to get out and get together, it's something that's definitely missed. So it was cool.
Hell yeah. Like lately, a lot of people just been hanging out in chat rooms like ours. Shout out to Dylan, 420 Diva, Dandy, Alexander, Tony, So Glazed. It's getting lit. A lot of shout outs to Stubbo in there too.
Oh shit, Drewinski up in that bitch too, man.
Yeah.
Who?
Drewinski.
Oh, I don't see Drew in there. But cool. Shout out Drew too.
He just said fuck you, Bird.
Don't.
Fuck you, Bird.
Fuck you, Bird.
That's my favorite.
Man. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with our guest 420 fraternity, but my man has come up with a great fucking idea. Unfortunately, it's not here in Michigan just yet, but I'm really excited I'm really excited to learn more about what this young man has going on, man. Tell us what the deal, Fred. What's the deal with findmyloud.com?
Well, what we were doing when we were sitting around one day smoking fucking just copious amounts of weed was like, bro, wouldn't it be good if we can just go outside and just find some weed? Just go find, like, just, I don't know, a bag of weed, a dime bag, something. I said, no, because you gonna smoke that shit? Who knows where it came from? I was like, that's stupid. It's like, but no, we can do something to like have a game for ourselves where we do a two-man team where you hide something, I hide something, best man wins, So that's what we started doing. Like, hey, there's a map. Actually, we start filet-o-fish to each other. We're hiding filet-o-fishes in the house. If you come around, you come up on it, you gotta eat it. Like, you gotta eat the whole It got bad, bro.
Savage.
It got real bad, bro. It was like motherfucker was sitting there till I got food poisoning. It's like, I don't care. Eat the filet of fish. So then we was like, we're gonna kill each other. Because we got bad because we were icing each other. So smearing off ice, you just get drunk and pass out. But filet of fish, you still can keep going. So it got bad. But we was like, let's just change it and just do weed. We'll go get some good bud, you get some good extract and hide it, and then we go find it. And I was like, it's just like geocaching, actually.
No, yeah. I used
like,
to
wouldn't that be fucking
geocache.
awesome? Yeah.
I used to actually geocache early 2000s.
Me too.
Don't know about that shit.
Like, me and my drunk ass friends in college would get drunk and go out and geocache around the city of Chicago. And people in Chicago got no type of sense. We were finding like squares inside of fucking tin cans and there's supposed to be like a list or something. It's a cigarette. It's like, I was like, yeah, we did all this searching to find a fucking cigarette. Like this is
damn.
So I was like, let's do the bud. So we had a lot of fun doing it, but it was like, wouldn't it be better if we had more people in on this? I know it's a fraternity, we are like close and we in close things, but I think the general public during this crisis with this pandemic would love to have something to get their minds off, oh, we got to do something together. No, you can go out and geocache by yourself. You can go out and just take a backpack, some water, geocache all day long, and have a good old time and find geocaches that are literally sometimes just a place where someone found a wonderful site. Like, oh, at sunset, this place looks fucking beautiful if you like got some boomers and you're fucking just going. So I said, let's do that. And at first we were like, we're gonna get arrested, bro. We're gonna get fucking locked up. They're gonna pull up on us. And like, what are you doing? We're gonna be honest, be like, we're hiding weed. Like, and they're gonna be like, get in the car.
Yeah.
like, what are you doing? So we was like, and plus we wanted to make it safe. So what we decided to do was to put the weed in lock boxes and put verification stickers on them, so that people will know and can verify. Like, hey, I stick a verification sticker, scanned it. That says you guys put this here. It's sealed. and in a lockbox, which only people who register to Find My Loud know the combination for because it's on the site. So we went out and did a test run, and lo and behold, 2 girls in their car in one day found all 4 geocaches. And we're just posting them like, yeah, we found this one, we found this one, this one. Like, it was amazing. We're so fucking happy, and we're like just sitting there on Instagram, just chatting up like, oh, it's here, sending out clues and pictures and shit. And we was like, let's keep going, let's make it and go further. So we just basically start going out almost every other night, just hiding weed and just literally just giving people clues and little pictures of where it might be, and they go out and find them. And we're still evolving, we're still growing, we're becoming even better at what we're doing. So now when people go out, they'll find a geocache and be able to scan the code and see a video, a picture, or hear a message about the geocache they're finding or going to find.
Man, that's fucking dope as fuck, bro. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, that shit is just dope. Like, everybody does want to just go out and find some weed, for sure.
We were only hiding like joints and like maybe like a .2 or some wax or something, but people were so fucking happy to find that. They're like, bro, I found it, bro, and it's gonna be the best joint I've ever smoked because it's free and it just was a wonderful experience. And so, we decided to make a website, which is findmyloud.com, where you can go. Registration is $10 for the month, reoccurring, and you can pay $110 for the year. And we literally give you access to the Instagram account where we post all of our geocaches and things like that, where we hit, and you just go out and find them.
Yeah,
right now we're still doing a lot of beta testing.
We're getting a lot of feedback from your headset. Can you try to do it without it, or?
Oh yeah, no problem.
Yeah, that sounds better already.
Is it better?
Yeah.
All right, bet.
So, okay, so, I don't want you.
Website, the Instagram account, and then you can just basically every month or every time you see a cache pop up, go out and find it. And find it's free.
All right, well, I don't want you to reveal any future hiding places, but what are the types of places where, like the final destination is? And like I said, we're over here in Michigan. We don't know shit.
Although, you know what? We actually are trying to get a house in Michigan because we want you guys have that wonderful social club thing where you guys want social clubs. We don't have that in Chicago.
Wow. Yeah, no, like Michigan, it has its pitfalls, but there is a lot of good stuff for the cannabis community here, man. Like, shout out to the Dab House. They've been there for a long time for us. Out there in Flint, you got Vehicle City, and I don't know. We used to have Cushville. That was my spot.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
Shout out to Kitchen's Microphone fan.
And I mean, those are the big places, but there's a lot of. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are some little neighborhoods that aren't like publicized. They're not on IG or anything like that, but it's the spot.
Somebody.
We're getting feedback.
Yeah, we are. Somebody watching it?
That was better.
But yeah, I mean, we got those stash and dashes. We've done stash and dashes. There's several companies out there doing stash and dashes, but that's like a fucking hit or miss. You know what I mean? They show pictures and clues, but they don't got the coordinates. That shit's. I mean, dog, I used to do that shit back in the day before you had GPS on your phone. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't even put the coordinates in maps and have it come up. You had to actually have a GPS Garmin type thing.
Well, Chicago has so many landmarks that we can literally take a picture of Lakeshore Drive. You can tell exactly where that is. Because it might be the synagogue or the recreational golf course, all along the whole Lakeshore Drive. There's all types of shit.
No, yeah, you can totally attach the location to the picture and all that shit. That shit's crazy nowadays. That shit wasn't even around back in early 2000s.
Oh no, yeah, early 2000s, they were actually hiking for hours.
Yeah,
looking for just a sound or something. Like, is that a geocache? No, that's the empty can, bro.
I found out of like probably like 20 different geocaches I've done in the past, I probably only got 6. I only found 6 of them, and fucking only one of them still had something in it, you know? Because you know how geocaching, you're usually supposed to like replace it with something, or you know, so on and so forth.
Leave something behind.
Well, motherfuckers weren't leaving shit. They weren't leaving shit. It was just like a fucking box. He was like, "Oh shit, I found it." Open the box, there's nothing. Like, bitch.
Some people's kids suck, Berg.
Yeah, people do suck.
Man,
let me know how my setup is with the volume and the voice, because I don't want any echoing.
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm still hearing a little bit of crackle when you talk. I think it might.
Yeah, that was going on when I started.
It might be the connection. But hey, Stubbo, you're like on the West Coast, man. Like, do you guys have anything like a Find My Loud or something like that?
Oh, you gotta unmute.
There we go. Is that cool?
There.
Thank you. So, your question?
Oh, I was saying, like, you're on the West Coast. Do you guys have like cannabis geocaches out there on the West Coast or not?
I'm not familiar. I'm not familiar with the term like a geocache.
I
don't know.
He's a square.
Never heard geocache.
Treasure hunt.
Yeah, it's like
I did that shit years ago. Bro.
It's like a scavenger hunt, but with GPS.
Oh, like stash and dash. Okay,
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
out here they're called stash and dashes.
Well,
So,
that's a different thing. I think that's a different thing, but whatever.
Well, I mean, we have. I don't know. I don't know about geotag. I don't know. I'm not too familiar about geotag locations, but on Instagram, I've seen a lot of sorry about some bad news just came in. I'm really stoned, but some bad news just came in too.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
man.
No, someone in the community. I'm sorry, real quick, if I could just. There is on an Instagram community, Pappy T. Roy. He cares for his uncle Butch, and his uncle Butch just passed away, battling cancer. Butch. Berg. Amp Life just told me.
Oh, all right, Amp Life.
Yeah, I just got to. That's why I got the message, and like I was all, dang. Yeah. Rest in peace, Uncle Butch. Rest in peace. Hey, cheers, Uncle Butch.
Yeah, these buds for you, Uncle Butch. Man, so
what was that shit you were talking about, Roach?
But on Stash and Dashes, we have local plugs and people, not really companies, but they'll hook up and they'll do Stash and Dashes, and they'll give like a somewhat geolocation of video and let people know where's that they can go, give them back, helping out the community, making something a little fun and safe.
Yeah, we do that here too. Except we don't use the actual like geocache.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we do Stash and Dashes here. Like, we've done them like in the couple.
I haven't heard of a geocache type dash.
But I got to give my man props. Like, I feel like he uses technology to the next level with the Stash.
I've played like geocache a couple of years ago when I was like younger.
That's what the page is to emphasize on being able to give the people the ability to actually stash stuff too with the stickers. And you get points and be able to retrieve those points for 420 items.
So there's a catch.
It's just us doing this stashing. We want to give the people the ability to go out too. Be like, hey, I'm gonna stash like stickers here and here and here, and you find them and you get points for them. And you guys can just, customize your own stickers for your companies or your brands, and you know what I'm saying, just have a hell of a time doing it.
Yeah, no, man, I'm with that. I like the idea of all that. That's like, it's almost like community. It's pretty dope. So how many users do you have currently? I know you said you were just getting it started.
Right now, the beta group is about 24 people in Chicago. So we have like 40 people waiting to be added, but they haven't paid for subscription. So because with subscription, you get to spend time like an NDA saying that you're not going to like show what we're doing because we're building as we're going. So the people who are in our beta group are actually giving us comments and feedback on what they want to do and how they want to go about other staff, apps and things like that, what they want to see.
Right. So it's not like a thing where you dictate what people get. It's kind of, that's why I said it's like really like a community. Like people can decide what to put in the pot and keep it moving around. And give and like you said, give feedback like, hey, I want to try this. And somebody might throw it in a box. That's sweet.
Sure. Fucking, what was that? Didn't you send me an article earlier? It was about pre-rolls.
Oh, the poison pre-rolls.
Yeah. Did you hear anybody else hear about this shit?
Yeah, it's out in LA, California. I don't know, maybe
You hear about this shit, Stubbo? You haven't heard about this shit? It's Cali shit, man. They had poison pre-rolls.
Poison pre-rolls?
That's
what makes them poison. What is it? Go on, tell us more.
Apparently now I don't know. I'm gonna tell the story and I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it afterwards. So apparently companies have been failing with their pre-rolls, and upon further inspection they found that it wasn't the cannabis that was contaminated, but in fact the rolling papers had pesticides on them, and that's what was causing the failure. So there's like a big scare and people are worried because like the levels now, not only did they find the pesticides, but the levels at which they found the pesticides is pretty alarming too. And
where do these come from? Did you know the origin of where these were created, or was it said?
I don't think it said in the article. It didn't say in the article, but they said it was the paper.
It was LA. This was in the LA area, so I don't know.
Wow.
Like they were, I'm sure if it was raw, they would have just named raw as the culprit. But
no, it was probably they were cheap motherfuckers and went the cheap route and fucking got some fucking combs from China or something.
That's what I was just gonna say. I mean, that's what it was sounding like, but I don't want to just go saying. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Watch out. Big problem.
Watch out for frozen pre-rolls
stuff. I don't like pre-rolls. We do a lot of our own stuff in house for the fraternity. We do all of our edibles, all of our pre-rolls, everything. Because the members have to be safe. And we preach that all the time.
There are good pre-rolls. I gotta admit, like majority are some bullshit, but fucking there are some good ones out there, man. Fucking shout out to D-Mac, man. He just released some, didn't he?
Oh wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Working in a dispensary, a lot of people buy pre-rolls They like just don't know how to roll, and they're just like come in, buy like 1 or 2 for like 3-4 days.
I know how to roll, and I love buying pre-rolls.
I know, but like you don't
I
go
don't
to
know
the
how to roll.
dispensaries
I don't
very
mind.
much
That's one of the requirements to get into the
pre-roll specifically.
Double,
Like, if
double.
you're not getting
Man,
in.
I think, is this
Like,
the
that's one of
third
my
strike
rules.
for Stubbo? Is this the
What's
third
up?
strike for Stubbo? Did Stubbo just say he can't roll?
I haven't. Well, in the process, I'm setting up a thing. I'm setting up to learn. I know the concept, but my fingers are all thumbs when I try to do it. It looks very ugly and very childish, so I don't do it too often.
A lot of people
Wait a
can't
minute.
roll.
Wait,
Like,
whoa.
honestly.
What kind of you smoke kid joints, bro?
No, I just smoke out of. I usually
You said
just
your
smoke.
joints were childish, and I'm wondering how you
because
can
they look.
recognize a joint that a child rolled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all wrinkled, all uneven. Like it's disgusting.
Okay.
Hey, I'm
I've
man
never
enough to
seen one.
admit it. I'm a man that
It's
admits
a
my
have a lot
shortcomings.
of rolling classes. Like,
All
there's
right,
the rolling
man.
classes.
I think that's strike number 3, Stubbo. You gotta go, man. No, I'm just playing.
Damn,
See,
Stubbo.
Here. See, I am in the process. See, I have these papers.
What the fuck?
Oh, this came with the kit from Seavault.
Oh,
they wanted to do a promotion for it.
It came with the roller that you're using to roll.
No roller. No roller. I have used a roller, but I think that's cheating.
It is, man.
And I think it makes it too tight, and it doesn't smoke well. I don't know, because I used to use them back in the day.
Well, I mean, I'll say this, man. I don't use a roller, but I do know that there's like a key to using a roller too. Like, I'm not one of those guys, but some dudes roll fucking backwards out of a roller.
Yeah. I mean, I've smoked some woods out of a fucking roller. They smoke.
You gotta figure it out. You know, like practice with it.
Definitely.
I love rolling. I love because we smoke so much. We got to roll constantly. I just get a roll. It's like we got 12 people coming over every day. I'm not gonna sit here and try to roll all these bitches by hand. I can't do it. So we have like good smoke sessions. I'm all about the roller.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, every time when we're actually in the studio, we fucking roll like the whole show.
Yes, sir.
As opposed to any other time, right, Bert?
Right. It's always going down.
I haven't tried this blueberry fritter yet.
Ooh.
All right, I'm about to light that up right now.
Yeah, give it a shot, man. I just smoked a joint of that blueberry. It was all right.
Would you just
shout out MI Turp Farms with that dirty Spritedite.
Oh yeah, that dirty Sprite's fire.
Yes, sir. It is.
Have you had that dirty Sprite, Jamie? No.
Not recently, if I have.
No, I know D-Mac has. I've smoked it with his ass.
It's delicious.
He was like, damn,
that's Sprite. What's
that?
Right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, for sure. Everything.
So guys, I've been
Sure, it's awesome.
working
It came from
on,
there.
some mushroom gummies. And I think I cracked the code for the mushroom gummies, guys. Like, these things are fucking tasty and potent. And they're just beautiful.
Yeah. A lot of people have interest in what is it called? The psilocybin here in Michigan. There's a big big community with that, man. Like, see murder. Fill this cat in on that, bro.
See
Let
murder.
him know about all the fun guys we know.
Drop
In fact, I have an event that I can promote. Like,
Do that.
yeah,
Do that shit.
in Ann Arbor on Saturday, the Michigan Psychedelic Society is having a meetup at West Park in Ann Arbor, if you know where that is. But so we have a couple things. There's like Michigan Psychedelic Society, so that's like a group that kind of like meets up in Ann Arbor, Michigan. We had like a chapter in Lansing and one in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo area too, Michigan. Also, I work on decriminalized nature Ann Arbor, and so we're trying to decriminalize entheogenic plants and fungi in the Ann Arbor city limits. So we're working on that with council right now, and hopefully we'll have something on the agenda in September. And there's a couple other places too that are planning on trying to decriminalize nature in their Michigan cities like Lansing and Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo. And if you want to decriminalize nature in your city, wherever in the world, actually, visit decriminalizenature.org. They'll help you get started. We think that entheogenic plants and fungi should be decriminalized, and it's at least a start. And I work with the people that did it in Oakland, California. I think Chicago is actually like they have a pretty big psychedelic community, and also their city council's like health and human service committee passed something unanimously recently. Yeah, that's my plug.
Boom!
The house.
He murdered.
What did I news? Yeah, sure. I'll check that out for sure because mushrooms have definitely helped me when it comes to my anxiety and shit. Because this COVID-19 shit is taking it to like another level. We're having to be in this house because I was on blood pressure medication, so I was in the high risk category. So they was like, "Don't go outside. Just don't. Just stay where you are." Because like, no telling what's gonna happen. So I literally was in the house for almost since March. Just like, it's crazy.
I know,
so
and
mushrooms have got.
Is Rick back, or is he just making a visual appearance again?
He's just making a visual.
Well, shit, man. I just want to say this, man. I don't know how anybody else feels.
Look at Jamie's laughing at him.
But I see like Chicago. All right, we're still laughing.
Yeah.
Sorry for having some fun.
No, it's cool. It's cool,
Never
man.
be sorry, bro.
But I just
Go
want to
to
say,
like
man.
audio settings or something and try and figure out which microphone is like playing, and like I don't know, that's usually what's the problem.
He tried it, man. Yeah. Rick.
It also might be some dust in the microphone.
I don't think Rick is a dumb guy. Been on and off of here.
Like I did it too, just a minute ago.
You
Like,
wouldn't think so.
all right, does Rick have sound? Do you got sound, Rick?
Yeah, he could hear us, but he couldn't respond.
Okay, so
He didn't feel quite like Helen Keller, but he felt close to it. You could see us.
real quick, Zoom meeting. Click the more button, and you'll see where it's got the hands clapping and thumbs up, and under that it should say connect audio. I mean, for everybody whose mic is working, it's going to say disconnect audio. Yay for Roach.
Go to like where it says select microphone and say internal microphone. It usually says codec or something like that.
For everybody tuning in, welcome to Medical Mondays, yo.
Hello.
Stoner problems,
Stoner problems. All right,
bad.
so
My bad if
I just wanted a quick shout out too today.
I'm trying to get this shit together. It's my first time with this phone and the setup.
Oh no, you're good. I don't know, man.
Shout out to the
It's good right there. I think it's your connection, bro.
It probably is. I just moved into this place, so I gotta set up my router, and I just moved up north, and it's totally different up here in the south side.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'm sure we'll have you on again, bro, because this is what I wanted to say, man. You know, I see that the cannabis industry / community is emerging over there in Illinois in a real way. And like when I see stuff from your events, because I follow people from Chicago just to be nosy, see what the fuck's going on over there. And like you guys remind me of Michigan's community like 5 years ago. And you all this legislation, it's gonna help you stay out of jail a little bit, but they're not gonna tell you what's good. It's not gonna be a good way to, I don't know, to like shop or get your medicine. And you guys need to start like a good, strong community, man. And I feel like Michigan, being that we're neighbors, we need to connect a lot more than we already do with y'all. And shout out Incredible Edibles. She's always down in Detroit, fucking some shit up in a good way. And that's how I even got to see the shit that you were up to, Frat. So I don't know, man. Have you gotten static from Michigan, or have you gotten like an open welcome? What is your view on what's going on in Michigan?
Well, my view about what's going on in Michigan is you guys have been starving for industry ever since the auto industry went, goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you guys did was you guys said we got a lot of land to start farming these little farms. But then the farmer was like, yo, I smoke weed too, so I'm gonna grow. So I see as Michigan is contending to be what Cali is, as in the premier growers and producers of some pretty fucking fine ass bud. I am fucking always amazed with the bud every time I go to Michigan. Like, it is delivered to the house, like, and I'm like, this is what this is supposed to be like in Chicago. This is what we need right here, because it's so many people in Chicago and the Chicagoland area that the amount of creativity and production that we can produce, I mean, this shit right here is good. But if some guys in Chicago who still good homies get together and like get this shit going, it's gonna be even outstanding. And it's gonna be here in the Midwest. We don't have to depend on Cali or what's coming from over there. We can say we got our own shit right here, we contenders. Just like Atlanta saying that we the music industry contenders, Chicago with Michigan and this little Midwest thing can make that happen. But I honestly do say that Chicago's community is not talking. We need to talk more. We need to come up with some type of game plan to help push the legislation, because if I go to the dispensary and buy a gram of this, I'm paying almost $95, almost $100 for a gram of this, and it's not even that goddamn good.
I just read an article saying that Chicago, now that Cook County, they're gonna tax it too. So the city of Chicago, Cook County, the state of Illinois, all the taxes together 31%.
State, local, county. So you're paying 3 taxes. You can pay up to 80. You can, if you really go and you really want a month-long stuff, you can pay up to $80 in taxes in just one trip. One trip. You really going to get some shit.
Oh, it's big taxes.
I've been in the dispensary once, and I walked out. I didn't buy anything. I was like, nah, you're not getting me, not today. No.
Yeah, that's fucked up, homie. And okay, do you guys have a regulatory committee? Are you guys testing cannabis yet? What you get? What's the scene like in Illinois?
I think, isn't there only like
in my
one lab?
opinion, based on
Like,
what's
very-
happening with the legislation, we haven't even got licenses out yet. Like, for real, like the edible license, the infusion license, that's been put on hold. No one's getting licenses because COVID. No one wants to, like, push anything forward. So right now, everything in the city, like, there's really small events happening here and there, like, and there's like a really like small turnout. But no one's thinking about the paperwork and like what we could be doing, like talking. We'd be having Zoom meetings. We'd be having
Well,
like,
are you familiar with an event that got shut down because before COVID, that it was called Shy Canifest? It was supposed to be Chicago's first. Did you hear about that one?
Yeah, I heard about that through one of the other vendors here, or the vendor, he's a podcast.
My brother, he actually is out there. He was helping that guy put that together. Moonrock Matt 420.
Mm-hmm.
He was working with that guy and helping him get vendors and talent, like Best Believe, all that for their show. So, right, I just to put out there, everybody said I'm from Chicago earlier. My brother, Moonrock Matt 420, is out there. He's killing it. He's doing sessions right now, but he's doing it safe. He's having people socially distance. He's just like if you were to go into like the dentist office, they'll temp read your head right now. He has at the door, he has people temp reading, and he has another show coming up. So, he's trying to help the community of Chicago, and because that ridiculous need that the medical community and the people of Illinois need, that's getting gummed up with the state not writing a proper legislation like you guys are talking about right now. So, my brother's trying to help that community out, like in a small way, make it fair.
I've heard of Canifest. I heard of some shit with it, but I don't know because I don't do vending. I don't like to vend because it's customers and people and stuff like that. But any event that I see coming out right now, I'm not really for it because COVID-19 is contagious. It does for the person. It doesn't matter if there's 5 people or 10 people in the room. That is an environment for that to be read. So we will have events sooner or later. But right now I'm not thinking that events are a good thing for any state. Even after 4th of July, our numbers start to spike. Just a little bit. So, there is consequences for your actions when it comes to coming in contact and close quarters with multiple people when there's a pandemic about. So let's be smart. If I know I want to kick it, have fun and smoke, hell, I want to force 20 fraternity. I have sessions all the time, every day, back to back to back. There has not been a person in this house this long. Because we are
it was closed for a little bit. It was closed for a quick minute just because it was too dangerous. And it still is. Like you're saying.
In my environment too, that I run like a fraternity, and I can't risk being responsible for these kids and these people getting sick because I can't be the one that says, guess what? I want to be the bad news bearer, but you can't come over. We can't have anybody here. You guys stay in your house and stay home and stay safe. We'll get to smoke when we get to smoke. You want to make it to the other side to smoke, so let's do what's necessary. Keep that shit, indoors locked up. And it's proven to work. New Zealand, they're fucking doing their thing. Like they're out having fun because they locked that shit up right away. It was like borders closed, not having it, go home.
Oh yeah.
So we want to get over there. So let's just be smart and understand that whatever they say, what's best for you and what's best for the person next to you, because we are responsible for our brothers. So that's my 2 piece on that.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You got to do the responsible thing. You can make decisions for yourself, but you got to make decisions for like a house, for a whole bunch of people, man. So respect the hustle, we got to err on the side of safety. I feel, man.
100% safety and caution.
For sure, man.
I'm 100% like, and I'm not too. I mean, I hear it's getting worse, and if it is, everybody's got to chill out. I mean, I understand that everybody's got to, put food on the table but you know what? We got to watch out for each other.
Hell yeah, for sure, man.
We gotta help each other out, all 100%. Like if you can help someone out, you can invite someone to dinner for your neighbor to dinner for the day. Why not? Or for the week, and you can do it. Help each other out. Times are tough right now for everybody.
Man, we definitely need to come together, man. Cannabis definitely does that. So let me ask a cannabis question. Let's bring the conversation back up. So D-Mac, you just released these pre-rolls. What's in there, man?
Oh, it's so everything's a story with my stuff. So this is the brand that you're gonna. And obviously collaborated with Big Canna. So the one thing is that it's a 5-to-1, right? 15-1 THC to CBD, so it's 15-3 actually. 3% CBD, so a lot of people don't get that that CBD feeling or whatever, like they want to feel it. So with this, it's just a mellow. And what I like about this, it's called Pucker Up. It's that it's for everybody. If you're in a circle with no matter what experience level, if you smoke like we do, you'll enjoy it. And if you're a newbie, it's not going to crush you or anything. It's got a Pucker sour cherry taste. So it works out good. So the whole thing that I'm excited is because it gets the brand out, and then that hemp roll-on is the next thing that's going to come out in the fall, which is e-commerce, so that can go everywhere. And that's really where you can teach people with the hemp and to teach them how to with the lotion or roll-on is what I have. So just to start the conversations and stuff to there. I'll get into the edibles and get into my own flower and stuff like this, but I'm just excited to be in the game, and that makes me more dangerous. So
shit. Well, that's what's up, D-Mac. I don't know. I see what you're trying to do, and I respect it, man. Like, shoot that shot across all the boards. Because I know for a fact, man, like every time you come on our show, man, somebody's always calling in with like the most amazing D-Mac story of how he changed their life. You know what I'm saying? And you think you're just some guy rolling around and shit, man, but like you like change people's lives and shit.
For sure.
Well, dude?
Wasn't there someone that like told us that like D-Mac like almost fucked his mom or something?
Yeah. When you had smoking, when you had E-Rock and BH.
Yes.
Yeah, back in the day. I was like, was this early 90s? And I'm like, absolutely. Then it was probably true.
He's like, absolutely.
I have a question, D-Mac.
That's the way we used to roll. And that's the whole thing is that the best part of being a part of the Michigan cannabis community is because, whether I know you or not, you know me. And it's like, I know where I was if we're talking the sports stuff, but there's so much more in the life. And the fact that now, because, and to be embraced by everybody, on here in different ways, like Jamie and Rick's not on here, but, the guidance and the education and just the who, and then just,
And like me, like you met me when I was like a little kid at the hospital.
Right. No, exactly.
Like, and then somebody told me once that they saw you in a metal band.
Yeah, I have a band, Grinder, which is back out. I do a lot of different stuff, right? I don't want to get bored. But the cannabis thing is really cool because now, like, and when I talked about everything earlier on, and whether it's pre-rolls, whether it's wax, it's not what, it's who, right? In the cannabis world, don't tell me what, tell me who it is. Where'd you get it from? Who told you to smoke? You know, that's why when you're talking about the idea, the geo weed swap, right? That's why if it's in those boxes locked up, you know who the who is and what you're looking for. It's almost like, Indiana Jones shit. It's like, so it makes so much sense. And like you said, Roach, the best thing is because this community, I believe that this plant will save the world in more ways than one, but because of the introduction, and I agree with everybody here. So we need to make these communities, more cohesive. So how do we do that? And the one thing is, however it is, it's the responsibility of like the media guys like Berg and Roach and Medical Mondays and everything as one area to do it. You got Jazz Cabbage Cafe with Jamie and those guys. Me with Grind Time. It's just the community thing. So that's what it's all about, boys. And it's all about smoking good weed, good wax, good rosin, good edible, whatever it's all about, At the end of the day, it's like crushing one of those native made cakes. So it's no,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Saying? Like,
no doubt. There's a lot of shit going on in Chicago and Illinois, and like.
But how do we? I agree with you, Roach. Is that and here's the thing, right? One thing is that I want to be surrounded by people that tell me once and show me twice. So what do we do about it? How do we start the conversation? Because, like you said, look at how far it's come, and I'm going to say in the last 5 years, because that's when I've been a part of this community, and where we've gotten to. Because everywhere else is either going to get there eventually. So why not? If we're affiliated with Fred. Because he's with me, right? So it's like
we got to bring each other along.
It's a good there and here, right? And then, I mean, that's what I love about this community and these different things, and to see.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, man, like I've seen a lot of stuff going on, and like I said, it reminds me a lot of Michigan. And with that being said, there's a few companies I see that are doing their thing out there in Illinois and do look like they're about the people and for the community and in it for the right reason.
Cool.
Find My Loud is one of those, in my opinion. I haven't seen anything to the contrary, and now that I had a chance to sit here and talk with my mans, I mean, what else can I say? Like, bro, you're in the family.
Listen, that's what we're all about. To hear that, being the fraternity is like telling me, like, hey, like, if I see you on the street and you need something, there's no questions asked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's what it is. My brothers and sisters.
I smoke shit all the time, bro. I smoke. Berg knows not to leave it near me. I'll smoke all his shit. Fuck you, Berg.
We're a fraternity, bro. That's what's different about us.
What
like, we
the
got
fuck did I leave there? What did I leave there? I left some shit there.
And guys, like, I don't know if we know this, but I'm the edible master, man. I make edibles. That's my life. Like, you want to put some THC in your body and you not want to taste it and get litty, you come see me. I'm telling you.
Upside down cake. Do you like pineapple upside down cake?
I love pineapple upside down cake.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
I like
Native made will crack your head, man.
I got an idea.
The next time you're in Detroit, man, we got to link up.
Medical Mondays. We'll get native made. We'll get my boy in from Chicago. We'll get some edibles down. We'll do a little meal. And because I think, Jamie, I know that you're very qualified to judge these things. I got all the cups that come through Michigan that have to come by me. It's in the law, right? Jamie and Rick put it in the MP that I have to judge. You have to at least McCarty's got to have an option. It's already written in there. So I figure it out. Worst case scenario is I sleep like a baby. We're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, man, we definitely got to link up the next time you're in Detroit, man. For sure. I'm excited. I'm
Yeah,
excited for
for sure. I
this
go
cross
to
culture exchange, man. That it's a beautiful thing, and it ain't about like who's better because like we all know it's gonna be native made, but it ain't about who's it ain't about who's better. It's it's about like you
You guys
know
are going
the,
both Pistons. I'm out. If you
it's the
guys
coming together, man.
always
It's the
up for a
breaking of
challenge, bro.
bread.
Always up for a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always up to. My thing is, if you can't be challenged, you can't grow. You can't elevate. No one's gonna sit there and be like, I'm just gonna go as fast as I can, no matter what. There gotta be somebody behind you coming, and you're gonna
All right,
speed up.
all right,
You
all right.
know?
But I feel that I got to tell you that the native made is a grandma, bro. Like you going up against the generation. I'm just saying.
No.
You got to
There's
respect the
always a
game,
new
bro.
kid on the block. There's
Oh yeah,
always a
no,
new kid on the block.
for sure, man, for sure.
Listen, if you just hit me up, man. I'm telling you, I used to have 2 refrigerators in my house. One was TAC only.
All
So
right,
you know which fridge you go for is on you.
all right, man. All right, man. That's what I said, man. I like what they doing out there in Illinois, man. This is one of the guys that's doing it right. So, man. But McCarty, D-Mac, what I wanted to say was, man, I'm waiting for you to come out with that strain, bro. That's like getting checked at the Joe Louis into the boards, like just knock your block off.
Well, if you know anything about, and this is something that I've learned. So anybody who doesn't know me, when I come off, when I sound and smart, it's because I learned it, like because I listen really well. Don't tell my wife, but it's that's why it's funny. But I have 2 strains. I have the names for them already, more to speak. But the mother of the one that you're looking for, Bergen, the one that I'm looking for high 20s, low 30s. Which it's funny because the mother I think is named the turtle. The name of the plant's the turtle. So when you see Sweet Revenge come out, because I'm gonna name my strain in honor of March 26th, Claude the Mew, but it's gonna be, and it's probably gonna be like a Death Star, 90, blah blah blah, heavy gas. You know how I like to do it, bro.
Exactly. I know you know. You know I know.
I know you know, bro. We play.
So,
You be smoking on that hella fat, dog. You be smoking on that hella fat.
I know, bro. I love that. I even had to do a PSA because you're like, why are you chirping? Why didn't you like the elephant? I'm like, whoa. Bunch of fucking stoners watching Medical Mondays comment on this. Stoners got to get the shit together. I was saying, shout out. In fact, fuck, I had Berg. Berg didn't even tell you guys he drove through fucking rush hour traffic down through the city out to my house because I needed some of that hella fat. Only Berg. I'm just saying that's what kind of boy Berg is, man. You know what I'm saying over there, Fred? That's what I'm saying. That's what you got, my boy, right through Russia.
Brother.
Not to come. I appreciated that. That's what we're all about.
That's what we're about, man. We got a lot of people like in this fraternity are like from different parts of the world. We got a guy in France right now. You know what I'm saying? His mom is a nurse. And we met him doing foreign exchange. And he's like, came here. He was like, I smoke a lot of weed. I was like, how much weed you smoke a day? He's about 3 to 4 grams. That's like, bro, that's
that's about right.
That's the morning blunt.
Right.
I was like, we smoked that man out every day for 3 months. He said, you guys have changed my life forever. He was American. He was like, fuck you guys, I'm staying. It was like, this was cool. I was like, but he had to go back home. But shout out to Antoine, my boy, you know what I'm saying, smoke cigarettes. He turned that house into a smoking house.
Oh, yeah, that's how them
You got to connect in France. That's good. We need that.
Did they
connects all over the world, right?
Did they? Yeah, I mean, we got a couple connects across the world, but
all over the world.
But Were they putting fucking tobacco? Were they putting tobacco in their weed when they came over here? Or were you just smoking them out with all weed?
He knew about spliffs, but he didn't really smoke them. He was all about the way smoking actually joints. But he says in Spanish they smoke a lot of hash, and it's shitty. So he said he has more of a hash joint with the tobacco, but here it was all weed. But we do have members who have their own separate philosophy about smoking the weed in the bowls, the chops. They love chopping with tobacco and cannabis, and I can't do it. That's just disgusting to me.
Man, so tell us more about this frat, man. It sounds lit as fuck. Or I guess tell us what you can.
Yeah, it's $10 fee, ain't it? $10 a month. Or is that the geocaching?
That's the geocache.
Oh, the geocache.
Yeah,
the geocache.
Yeah, the geocache is the $10 a month. I'm asking them about the frat.
Oh, you got
most. Well,
yeah.
The fraternity is pretty much just a collective of people who got together one day and we're just smoking. Like for a summer, we just sat in the house. I had a roommate that moved in with me who needed a place, and he brought all his friends with him. And we just like literally for that summer, because I moved into a nice little house, just sat in the living room and just smoked every day. They came over, we sat, we smoked, we ate, we watched TVs, and it just came to a point where we was like just living together, just smoking continuously. And then one day we had this weird little bro off where we was like, bro. I was like, bro, what? It's like, bro. He just like kept saying, bro. I'm like, bro, what? It's like, bro. I'm like, bro, you frat boy me right now. I swear to God, I'll punch you in the fucking face. Like, he's like, that's it. This is what we are, bro. We're a frat, bro. This is 100% a weed frat, a 420 weed fraternity. I was like, fuck you guys, because by this time they're younger than me. I'm older. I'm in corporate. I got to go to work in the morning, like suit and tie. I'm like, fuck you guys. I don't have time for this. And I go to bed. And for like every week after that Friday, they'd be like, so we gonna be a frat? I was like, bro, get away from me with that. Because they know I went to college and, went to HBCU. So, Pine Bluff, it's a frat town. So I told them I'm a fraternity life, It's like, bro, we gotta be a frat. I was like, fuck you guys, I don't have time for this. I gotta go to work. And then one day I was like, yeah, we're a frat. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? I didn't join a fraternity at HBCU. My family always was kind of mad at me for that. But I was like, fuck that, I didn't want to do it. But I think that the philosophy fits cannabis, the tea, the sesh, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, because you got some badass bitches out there, incredible animal. You know what I'm saying? She 80 day I was sex with her, bro, be in a circle, This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? You need weed, I got you. You want to smoke, I got you. You know what I'm saying? You want to match us match. What you smoking? What you doing? It was all that we did, and we had strict rules, you know what I'm saying? Because if you wet the blunt, you got to go sit in the corner. We ain't playing this, you know what I'm saying? Go in the corner.
I know. This motherfucker would be out.
Hey, out. Some of us are just very, very sensitive, all right? And when it comes around, the weed just brings it out. But I'm guilty. Hey, so if you ever get in the wrong side of me in the pass circle, it's your own fault. You watch my homies, they all win the circle, they see how it comes and they slide in before.
Whenever I like the joint, I just pass it to him, no matter which way it is. Just so more people hit it.
Trick out there, kids, if you want the joint first.
Yeah, but it didn't all click together until we got the house, our first house, which was in Pilsen in Chicago. So it's a little frat house in Pilsen, which is a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood, where it's just a bunch of just stoners. Like we would have people knock on our door, like hey, do you guys still have parties in the basement? And we're like, nah, bro, that's over with. That's not happening right now. Like we got people here. Like we even started a 420 Airbnb, guys. We literally advertised ourselves as a 420 Airbnb. And we had people from Thailand, Singapore, Russia, Germany come stay at this fucking place just to smoke with us, man. It was like the craziest fucking shit. Like I couldn't write a story about it if I tried. You know what I'm saying? And it was.
I've always been of the opinion that every B&B is a 420 B&B if you're smart enough.
But we were the only ones besides one chick up north on the north side of Chicago who were like, yo, there's a basement where we smoke and do all type of frat weed shit. If you want to go to work in the morning or you come here with your family, don't do that. This is literally a frat house. There's a hole in the kitchen floor that everyone walks over. It's like, you will die here if we never.
Hell yeah.
Like, it was disgusting, man. But we did it.
Oh, shit. Rick.
We did
boy, Rick. Can we hear Rick?
I thought I heard the old man.
Can you hear me now?
What's up?
I got just one thing to say. Stubbo, I love your poopy butthole.
Damn.
That's right. He knows what I'm talking about, don't you, Stubbo?
Yeah, it's bonger.
He's got this.
Oh, there we go.
The poopy butthole doll above him right there. Yes, from Rick and Morty. Yes, yes.
Let me show you around. I can show you around. So this is when I went to the San Diego County Fair in Del Mar with my family, and I'm that dad who's just spends money on winning shit for his kids. So did that, got a Morty.
I like how you said you won it for your kids, but you got it all right there.
All right, no. Yeah, it's for my kids.
She's got hers, and then those were mine.
Nice. Nope, I've been saving that line for like an hour and 15 minutes waiting for my audio to work. And they're like, damn it, if I don't get to use this, I'm going to be pissed.
And then right here, as Berg knows, we have Googly-Eyed Bob.
Why does Berg know that?
Oh, because we've been following. We've been following each other for a little bit, and he's aware of Bob. He loves Bob.
Funny shit. That is funny shit.
So, hey Rick, man, I gotta ask you, did you hear about these poison pre-rolls in Cali?
You're not talking about, anything that originates from Michigan, right? Poison.
No.
What?
Yeah, so
why would it be for Michigan, man?
Yeah, so they had these pre-rolls and they were failing. And the company did research into why they kept failing, and it ended up being that there was pesticides on the pre-roll papers. And that's why they were failing. You haven't heard about this?
That sounds really suspicious, right? Oh, right. My papers. Right, bad papers. Great weed, bad papers.
Well, they tested weed supposedly, and that weed passed before it was put into the pre-rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Contamination can happen during that process, though.
Maybe it's company sabotage.
Don't rule out people being assholes as a responsibility for almost anything.
Or they switch the labels on it.
They'll do a mix. They'll fucking put some fucking contaminated shit. They'll cut some weed. Like, motherfuckers are cutting weed, man.
Oh, when you said poison, I thought you were talking about the illegal grow ops where they use super ridiculous pesticides and chemicals in national forests and in our parks in California, like Northern California, stuff like that.
Well, yeah, I was kind of going to allude to the fact that the two stories are connected in the sense that I don't know that the weed that's in that pre-roll is the same weed that passed. Man, these companies are on some bullshit. I'm not buying the poison pre-roll story, but I thought it was interesting.
Oh, definitely.
You know, we'll believe almost anything because as cannabis enthusiasts, we've seen it all, man. We've seen really shitty weed being sold as primo top shelf stuff, and we've seen people with good intentions end up doing bad things because shit happens to them. So almost any story could be true, but this one seems a little weird.
Yeah, right.
BMAC, what are you involved in down there?
Right here, just checking my messages. People are bothering me, like my buddy Nick.
Damn.
It was like fucking Beatles
Well,
broke
Rick,
up.
why you putting fucking D-Mac up on the spot like that,
That's what it was. I thought I would. Hey, you know what? That was just like counsel. It's like he was just like at work or something like that. Yeah, we're all good, bro. Did you see me just bounce up and say, I was telling somebody to fuck off? I'm talking to Rick Thompson and Bergen Roach. I got
BMAC's already on the top.
goes my boy C Murder. He's out of the hospital when he was a little kid. And my boy 420 Fraternity, don't make sure you jump in over the hole in the kitchen floor. Got that.
So,
go through the frat house. Not there anymore, but don't worry about it.
I heard the story.
Yeah, 1 o'clock on formerly Third Coast.
Fell down in Bridgeport. It caved in Chicago. It was on the news.
Caved in. Wow. See,
our original
just had so much meat,
literally
right through the floor.
You can see a video of it on Channel 7 News by someone's ring across the street from our neighbors. It just fell down. I was like, what the fuck? And so we had to move eventually. The next house, it flooded all the time. Every day, every time it rained, we had like a little lake in the bottom of the house. Some of the members would like sit and play in the water and shit and like say, hey, it's an indoor pool. I was like, you guys are fucking stupid.
You got a really bad realtor, man. You know, you need to get some new real estate advice. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, our new place is in Lakeview in Chicago. We have a 3-bedroom and a sunroof. So I think we're good. We're good now. Yeah. We finally got it okay. We got it together. You know what I'm saying? We have a sunroom, so we're good.
So, what is like the top brands in Illinois right now that, like, you know, at least that you respect as far as flour and concentrates and edibles, or is it not as organized yet?
To me, I see a couple of like contenders out here. I'm going to shout out, first of all, the hardcore, ever-working Blunt Dr. Red, those Redwoods. They're fucking always on point, always fucking beautiful. Gay Rosin, you know what I'm saying? They're doing a really good job of like keeping consistent, you know.
What was that company?
Heidi, huh?
What was the company before that you said second?
Gay Rosin.
Okay.
It's a wonderful brand. It's really cool. I just love the way that they're consistent with their packaging and everything. Like in my perspective, when it comes out here, I'm all about who has the ability to make sure that tomorrow, if someone says, "Hey, I want your product in my store," you'll be able to pass those tests that says that your food, your cannabis, your product is safe. I'm all about that. That's what makes me say that your company is credible, that I will take something that you made, put in my mouth or put in my body. You know, and Blunt Dr. Red, like I said, she does a good job. Incredible Edible, Gay Rosin, who else is out there? I like Catman Products.
I thought you said Gay Robin. That's what threw me off.
Gay Rosin. Gay Rosin. Yeah, but but to really be honest, it's still not that organized. It's not. We don't have a consistency of counsel to be like, hey, if you're going to put out a product, the packaging has to be like this. Just come on, guys. It's a courtesy across the board. You know, because I don't give my members anything that I wouldn't want myself. And I got a really big standard about how I'm going to get something in my hand and, you know, ingest it, you know? So if I'm going to give you something, I want to make sure you have the confidence in knowing that it's good. So I'm not up to par. It's just hard to say it, but it's true. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers need to step up and get it to that point. You know, either by just aggression, like fuck you, I'll show you, or just like this is what I'm supposed to do. You know, if I want to be a product and a vendor and put something out there for people to, you know, say purchase. You know, so there's a lot of vendors that are out there doing good things. You know what I'm saying? There's Chicago Normal. It's, you know, is one of those companies that are like, you know, trying to help with regulation and things like that. But right now, I'm not too pleased with just the state of the law. You know what I'm saying? The taxes. That shit is just bonkers.
There's too many greedy people in Chicago. There's so many greedy politicians, and they're all trying to figure out how they're gonna dip their hands in the cookie jar, and that's just how Illinois and Chicago is.
Listen,
once they figure out how they divvy that up, then there'll be something in place. But until they figure all that out, and there's too much freedom with it between each district and each city.
Listen, I can't even grow recreationally. I can't even grow. I have to have a card to grow, and I only can grow 5 plants. This is stupid. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's just
that's because they don't want to give you that power.
Yeah,
and they all agree on that. And that's because Illinois is Illinois.
But that power means money. They don't see that.
I haven't been back home in 20 years, but I still know how things run.
You just got to get theirs first.
You know what I'm saying? You give the ability to do that. I pay taxes on my plants, on my property, on the shit I buy from making money from selling my weed or producing my product. You know what I'm saying? They're too greedy to wait to get that money. They want it up front. But they're like, no, we want it up front. We want our slice now. But no, get it on the back end. Where it's secure, where you know it's going to be there because I'm going to spend money in my city where I live, where I have my business, where I consume and grow my marijuana.
Yeah, it seems like it would make sense, man. But if that were the case, man, you would see all the corporate and outside interests rush in and push you out regardless.
You know, it's weird that you mentioned that. I was interviewed by Marijuana Business Daily today about social equity in Michigan. It's a big article coming out on Thursday. They just did one about Illinois and the social equity program there. And the reporter I talked to said people in Illinois were not really very happy with social equity opportunities in that whole program. Talk a little bit about what could be changed with the social equity programs there to make sure that people who are disadvantaged by the war on drugs are not left behind in the rush to glory here.
Cash out.
Do you think that there's somewhat of a factor of certain people not wanting certain people to achieve a level of wealth off that community that they're pretty much already established in that others aren't and that are already in the community? Because I feel like big business isn't already established as a street business. For them, I think it's it's harder for them, but I think it's easier, but they don't want them to get a foothold either.
This is the thing. The social equity application and program was a good idea. I have personally have experience with it because, you know, so I was going in for the edible infuser license. It's not that hard to get it, but they don't put the things into place to make sure that you're someone who can sustain a business, like business training, you know what I'm saying, comes along with it, business plan making. You know, you got to be able to make the person understand that this is a business and how business works instead of like, you know, you on being a plug or whatever, or doing your, you know what I'm saying, black market thing. There's attributes to that should have been in place, because just giving someone hey, you get a license, go ahead and make your company, and then they don't know how to run that company, and then some big farmer comes in, it's like, hey, you give us, you know what I'm saying, I'll give you some money to help you know to run this, and you basically, I'll give you stock in your own company, they'll use your product to get their product on the market and don't even sell your shit. So when your stock goes down and that fucking supply chain all dried up, you now have nothing. So
while all that's going on, the industry progresses and all other people grab up all the best real estate, all the best opportunities. And then if you add social equity people at the end of the program, then they get the shit end of the stick. I mean, you're allowing them to play, yeah, but they have last year's equipment. So, you can't play hockey with a broken stick, Darren, right? And that's essentially what the social equity program gives to those people if they're awarded some of the last licenses given, kind of a broken stick.
Listen, I honestly I've always kept my attention to the details. And the details here in Illinois are that you can smoke weed, you can be that, indoors, because there's no smoking outside. You can't smoke in the street. You only can smoke on your front porch. You can smoke in your backyard, but not, but you can't smoke outside. 30 grams, good, concentrate, good. But it's all about the freedom you feel from your purchase. And if you have to pay so much money for your purchase, when you come out, you don't feel free. You feel gypped and robbed. Like, yo, I just spent like almost $200 on a fucking 3.5, a couple of pre-rolls, and some gram of shatter. Maybe that on a good day.
Damn.
That's not feeling good about weed. That's not gonna make you go home and want to, smoke that and be like, let's watch a good show. Don't be there smoking it like this shit don't taste like the cost that it was. This pre-roll does not taste like it was $30. What the fuck is going on? Give me some type of relief. So no, I don't think that Chicago is in a place, or Illinois is in a place, in fact, to be a contender. Until the residents and the people who are doing this, who will want this, have more freedom to make a move and grow, and don't have to worry about Big Pharma coming in and like kind of hustling out of your license, we're just gonna be, still, like fortune wagon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just truth.
Yep. And I don't know of any state who's gotten the social equity program perfectly right, but there are some states where it's a real effort, and some states where it's just more like an obligatory step. Yeah, we're supposed to do something, but this is all I can muster. I can't get any more enthusiasm to do more than just this little teeny bit. And in Michigan, we had greater expectations. Jamie will tell you, we had greater expectations for our social equity program that have been realized, right, Jay?
Yeah, and I think that it's going to help out. I'm sorry.
Who doesn't smoke marijuana every day? Okay. If you are in this cannabis industry, you don't smoke every day, I don't trust you because you don't smoke. This is for people who do this. Like you come to me and say, hey, I cheat every 2 or 3 weeks. I'd like go home and sit in your corner. Go home and do your business. I don't care. There's some people use this for medicine every day to have the fucking function because of shit that's going on, and you want to downplay me on it, you know what I'm saying? And then during COVID, no one's working, and then the shit gets even less, you know what I'm saying? The quality goes even down further. No. I literally will not be stepping inside any dispensary anytime soon. That's true. You know what I'm saying? It's just, and I tell people all the time, like, I'm a nice person. I enjoy cannabis. I enjoy my people. I enjoy giving because, I give a lot because this is what we do to be of service. But don't downplay something and make it what it, what it's not. Don't say, hey, you can smoke weed and have this cannabis industry and be able to do all this and so forth equity when it's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to get done. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Qs who say, like, make being to come in the Q one of the greatest accomplishments of your life. That's what they say. So when it says, hey, I want to do cannabis, I want to be a part of this industry, it's going to be the greatest thing in my life, you got to give me something more than what you give me right here, like with this shit. Because we can't progress. We can't get people to make rosin. We can't get people to make wax. We're not producing almost anything of quality here right now, like super on a mass scale at all, to be able to put stuff in those dispensaries. Like,
hey,
so
Darren,
if you want the cannabis industry, you got to give it more freedom. You
Darren,
gotta give it more freedom.
we're talking about affordable, good quality weed. What's one of your new pre-rolls run? What's the retail on that?
Dispensary price $14.
Okay. There's a super quality pre-roll, $14. Although, you know,
Yeah, I would say
buy Darren McCarty stuff if it was $25, but $14.
I'd say like probably like the average pre-roll is probably going to be around $12 too. And normally like there's some sort of sale or whatever going on that day, and like there might be like you might get a free pre-roll if you purchase so much or what have you, kind of thing.
Jamie, what's your experience? You are part owner of a dispensary. What's your experience about what your retail pricing is for your cannabis?
As far as Michigan,
Jamie?
Well, you know, I don't really. I'm not up at the store doing that all the time, but we've been working with some really good cultivators, and have been able to offer a range of things to people in terms of pre-rolls. We've had some like house pre-roll and some branded type stuff. We have the redemption line in there. I know that when Darren was up for one of the last gatherings until recently, before this line came out, we were discussing it. You know, stuff like that we'd love to have. And so those things range, but sometimes those things are near a gram. I mean, you know, it's $10 to $15. That's oftentimes the cost of a gram anyway. It's just pre-rolled for you.
Yeah, I think the difference is too is a lot of times you find, you know, whether it's what's it rolled with, trim, shake, you know, is it rolled a flower? You know, there are so many different pre-rolls now, and you know, from whatever it is. So I think just like anything else, from we're seeing this as dispensaries, as Jamie said, as more products, more game. Everything I've heard today from everybody, it's the what. It's not the what, it's the who, right? It's the who. You know, whether you're in Illinois or whatever, it's like who's the product, who's the people.
Well, out here, I'm in California. We have a lot of similar stuff towards that's also in Colorado and Vegas. So in San Diego, I've had pre-rolls from companies like Alien Labs, Connected Cannabis Company, Insane OG. I've had the Cali Cookies pre-rolls. I've had pre-rolls from 710 Labs, Bloom Farms,
and what was the best? And what made it the best?
Well, out of all of those, the one, and I'll just be honest, ones from Alien Labs and Connected were, I found them consistently packaged. They did use exotic flower that they had from their line, and it was exotic, but I just found theirs too tightly most often, not, let's say 6 out of 10 times. And you don't like that. So you have to almost adjust. But I found the 710 Labs. Now that's around $18. Now our pre-rolls, you can get them for about $12, and they'll range all the way up to almost $120 for a pre-roll. Your $120 pre-roll is made by a company that is collabed with the Homie Exhibit, and that's Napalm. And they also collabed right now just with Burner and Cookies, and that's an 8-gram pre-roll with a glass tip in it. It's actually pretty sick. If anyone wants to go check that out, it comes in a glass grenade as well. Pretty badass. I'm just saying, if you and a couple of homies in on it, that'd be pretty badass. I'm just saying that's kind of badass.
I just
I've been seeing the marketing for that, for the pre-roll, the grenade one. You know, that's pretty fucking cool marketing. The packaging.
Oh, it is pretty cool marketing. And the ones I have tried, I'm not partial to outdoor. I'm not partial to sun-grown and outdoor flower. For me, it's a bit too heavy and harsh. It could be clean. It could, I'm more or less, I'm not trying to say I have to be exotic, but you're more of your indoors agree with me more physically when I smoke them, lung-wise, I just notice that particular oddity about myself. So, you know, I'm more or less on the high end.
Not an oddity,
I
bro.
don't think that's an oddity, bro. I just think that
But you know what? Because there are people out there that love their outdoor and love their sun grown, and they think I'm like just knocking on it. I'm not. Hey, if it works for you, great. I mean, it's good, clean, you know, effective
Stubble's
smoke.
like, I don't fuck with those, man.
No, but look at how Stubble uses. He uses out of a bowl or a pipe, but he's concentrate and he's more vape or whatever.
Well, yeah, I'm not enjoyable to the paper and the wrap.
Right,
So I
that
use
makes
both.
sense to me. That makes sense because you see this jar outdoor that I just cut. Because I had a little one going. It's that's the old school outdoor different thing, and the bottom line is, it's cool. I could learn some stuff from you. You could learn. It doesn't matter what it is. There's a fine line. But like you remind me of Josh Reel, my buddy, who's the director of the Russian 5 documentary,
Nice.
right? So because it's more so everybody's got their thing, and that's what I love about cannabis. Not only with the flower, it's you got to teach people how they can enjoy it, because if somebody doesn't know that they may be like you're apologetic for not your system, your endocannabinoid system.
Well, I have ADHD, so also I medicate on a level that helps me. That just Adderall and Adderall type medications don't do, but cannabis, I think it's spot on without the shitty side effects.
Right. So my point being, right, that you're not alone, and there's so many people out there like you to be able to, whatever it is, to connect for some sort of. I'm the same sort of way, except that I got too much shit to do, so I just rather smoke outdoor and you go meditate. I'll do that. But it's like everybody's, you find the way, and it's sort of like this is what I always learn and listen and stuff. And I was saying that anybody out there, you know what to get me for my birthday? An 8-gram missile grenade. Burner exotic.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm sure everybody's heard of 2 Chainz, but did you guys see his weed line called Gas?
Hey guys, can I
and it would come in a fucking metal gas can. That shit was out cold.
Yeah.
Yo, guys, I just want to say that I would like to just use this platform right here to just simply just say for the Chicago cannabis community as a whole that, hey guys, if we want to come together and get, saying some type of regional council on how to get shit organized, saying, I know this thing is Chicago normal, but there are a lot of people out there who are putting up products that who don't have business licenses, who don't have understanding how business works, and who want to get to a point where they can get a license to become a grower, then yes, come together. You know what I'm saying? Hit me at Sigma Delta at gmail.com. PSI Sigma Delta at gmail.com. Because we're not going to grow until he puts up the paintball.
Just saying, I didn't keep going, but that's what it looks like. That's what the homie wants for his birthday.
Listen.
That's what Darren wants.
Yesterday. I wrote that yesterday. Check out my Instagram. I wrote that yesterday.
That's hard.
I wrote two of them yesterday. Check out the gram.
All right.
Because you know what I'm saying? You can do all that shit at the house, bro. I do all that shit for my members, bro. Everything. The big blunts, pre-rolls.
When's G-Bag's birthday?
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
April.
D-Mac. When's your birthday?
Planning ahead.
What?
Planning ahead.
When is your birthday, bro?
April 1st.
Oh man, my birthday's Friday. Come on now, you gotta beat me at least.
My birthday's Sunday.
Where you going, Berg? I'm gonna be 41. Where are you gonna be at?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 43, and I'm gonna be chilling.
Oh, fuck you, Berg. You old bastard.
Damn. You are an old fuck, Berg.
Here's to us all.
Fuck Berg. Old fuck.
Yeah, no, but I wasn't gonna say anything because, like, yeah, I'll just roll up whatever, any kind of crazy idea about rolling some shit between me and Berg. It's like I already have it for sure.
Do you do that creative stuff like the one company Weavers? They make like them skulls and like game controllers or them sculptured looking Can you get? Can you answer that?
No, I mean I'm familiar with how
we
it's
got
done.
we got Scoop. He be weaving blunts.
That's
yeah. We have like woven blunts from the blunt maestro Scoop.
nice. Shout out
You
to the
know,
Blunt Maestro.
but like yeah, we've done some pretty funky shit on the show, I think.
Hell yeah.
But no, we've never done like the paper mache joints where you just get the rolls and wrap it around something. I mean, if in case anybody wants to know, you just wrap papers around whatever it is and then cut it in half, fill it with weed, and link it back together.
Do you use like maybe a glue like that Sakana glue or that glue-ish stuff that you do it with? Because I would imagine you want it to, or something, right?
Yeah, we got glue for sure.
That'd be cool. Hey,
they just use spit. Yeah.
Spit, nice.
Come on now. No spit, bro. You can make your own cannabis glue at home, bro, with some sugar water, some syrup, bro. That's all it is, bro. It's just sugar. That's all it is.
Nice.
You don't got to put those.
Nah, man, we're just fucking around, bro. We got blunt glue. We're well versed.
Nice.
But yeah,
I kid.
Oh man. Shout out to Michigan Turp Farms, man.
Yeah.
Just high for another show, bro. Spectacular. Congratulations on that win and this dirty Sprite that won the Roach Cup every time I've smoked it. So, I don't know.
Where the fuck is C Murder at?
Alright.
Where's Jamie at? Everybody's ducking out of it.
Yeah, you guys, man, I'm high.
Right here to stop making everybody look at me all the time. That's all.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
man. I know what I want to know. What are you guys doing on Jazz Cabbage tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Interesting that you should say that.
Oh.
We've been talking about social equity today. Well, one of the paralegals from the Cannabis Legal Group published an article about social equity in the Cannabis Law Review, which is a national newsletter that comes out. It's kind of an exclusive thing. We're going to interview her tomorrow and get her take on what the future is for social equity. They're connected with a lot of legislative actions, and they may be able to give us some insight as to what's happening in Lansing. Jamie, who else is on Jazz Cabbage tomorrow?
Yeah, a candidate for Oakland County Prosecutor Karen McDonald is also going to come on for a little bit tomorrow.
Oh, I'm not coming on the show tomorrow. I don't want her to see my face.
So to the current prosecutor, who's been in place since the passage of the medical laws, Jessica Cooper, has been one of the single most worst enemies of properly implementing the law and going after people.
10 years.
Yeah. Wow. And so to bump her would be good. So I kind of support that. We've had a lot of state representative candidates. We've had a county commissioner candidate. So up to the primaries in August, we're going to try to highlight different people who we think are supportive of our issue to vote for in August.
Yeah, just to let you know, I was on a part of the Lapeer, City of Lapeer City Council meeting earlier this evening. I gave testimony twice about the medical cannabis proposal, the legalization cannabis proposal, and they said yes to the adult use proposal in the City of Lapeer. So you heard it first before the newspapers got it. Lapeer gets adult use cannabis for all 6 of their centers.
Damn.
That's dope. Nice work. I look forward to also too say that is filter the good ones my way too, so I can get a crack at them and get them big a little bit different audience to hear what they say. Even some of them who like get them on the WJR show and stuff to really get them out there. Let's use it, like that's where we can be powerful, and in these questions and stuff like that, maybe there are some answers to help our friends in Illinois or the people around us. You know, we're just searching for the people. It's not the what, it's the who, right?
Darren, you part of every single broadcast to the cannabis issue. A lot of it's hockey and sports related, but you do talk about cannabis every single time, and that's on an AM superstation that reaches, I mean, hundreds of miles. It's a big main pusher, 760 AM.
Yeah.
That's just so just so everybody here knows is that when I negotiated that contract, and one of the stipulations was if you want me, that they came to me that they wanted all of me, including the cannabis. So they see how it's changing and how they have to get sort of younger and newer and more into it. So I know as far as the station goes, at least who I'm working with and stuff, they're right behind it. So let's use that every Friday. The show, I at least for a segment to highlight these people, and even more so the ones that, because obviously you guys have always led me through, and it's the same way as Berg and Roach, and sort of like I say, the underground or the real of what's going on in the city and stuff is why we're all talking here tonight, right? So it's just something to continue, and as we get going, then hopefully we can help lead other states and the other Rick Thompsons and Jamie Lowells and Bergs and Roaches and other states. And then, you know, Stubbo's out there, he's got it all down. He's giving us advice and reaching out to us saying, hey, this is what's going on out here, out there. Next thing you know, this plant saves the world. And now I can say I told you so. We all know it. We all know it. So
it does. It saves the world, man. Because me personally, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and I have a lot of PTSD from, like, you know, the shit that's gone on the south side of Chicago. And it helps me to be able to function to where I can produce, you know, this environment for people who want to be safe and don't want to worry about, you know, saying sexual assault and harassment and things like that. That's what my job is as a fraternity of Psi Sigma Sigma Delta. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a lot of people who come to us who are like, I just want to have a safe place to smoke and be okay with myself and, you know, do what I got to do. And that's what I offer. And I want to be free to do that 100% without having to worry about, am I breaking the law or if someone's coming in my house or things like that. I want to be for the people because that's all we can be, is for each other, you know? So, you know, I say smoke every day and do what you do, you know? But if you want to be a contender, you got to play by the rules, man, and get that shit to another level, always.
Yeah, no, man, providing a safe place in itself is an awesome thing. So, you know.
It's my life passion, man. It's my heart, you know? And
well, see you, but to make a cannabis safe space is like awesome as hell. So, man,
Bro,
cheers.
we've had people come to our house and say, I sleep better in your house than in my own house. You know, and that right there is where I get my joy, my passion from. You know what I'm saying? They're like, bro, you are what I need to be at, you know, at peace and grow as a person. Man, we got doctors part of this fraternity, man, who are going to get PhDs, you know, and they say, I come here because you make it a safe place for me to smoke. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always observing what goes on around me. Chicago needs to step up. Illinois needs to step up. You know what I'm saying? Because we got hustlers, bro. We got movers and shakers here. And if they get the idea that they can have generational wealth, I mean, this shit goes on for your kids, our kids, their kids. And guess what? Everybody makes money. Everybody makes money.
Oh, yeah, man. That's the jewel right there, bro. That's the jewel right there.
You know? And also education. You got to educate, because if you don't learn, what's the point? You know, I instruct people. I build computers. I help people learn how to build computers in my day job. You know, I teach people who have no hopes of ever getting another job because they got PTSD. They have, you know, one lady, she had this weird obsession with, like, you know, cleanliness. You know, she just couldn't sit in place. So we got her a job doing what she loved best. We educated her on how to use that to become a productive member of society. And she got her shit together, and she calls me every Sunday. Hey, baby, thank you. I got my own house. I got my kids back. You know what I'm saying? And I'm moving and I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And she uses cannabis. She's a cannabis user for her ailment. So, you know, cannabis is our friend. It is our, you know, gift to be better than what we are if we use it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that's, you know, that's what I preach to my people, my members, you know, we're all on board with that, 110%. We teach, we educate, and we push, and we move on, 100%, 420.
Very well said, homie.
Appreciate it. Thank you for the platform, brother.
Well, shit, man, it is getting down to the end here, Bird.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta give a shout out to all the sponsors.
Yeah, we can do some sponsors, man. But first, before we do that, man, I just want to say thank you to everybody that's on the show with us tonight, man. I love that everybody on here has their own podcast and platform out here, and we're all in here, we're talking, no egos, no nothing, man. This is a beautiful thing, you know. So thank you to everybody: Rick Thompson, Jamie Lowell, Darren McCarty, Stubbo, and of course, findmyloud.com, aka the 420 fraternity, man.
Always looking to help, man, educate, you know what I'm saying? Get people on the right track. You got to be smart to be right. You know what I'm saying? Dumb people don't have companies. Dumb people don't have companies. You know, I'm about the education, you know, and we're going to be coming out with some more educational stuff because we have to keep elaborating ourselves on our recipes for our edibles, which are outstanding. You know what I'm saying? So some of the best is Chi, you know what I'm saying? Chi-Town, it's the food place, bro. You cannot distinguish Chi-Town's food. I've seen some cooks that are coming, that are out there. Heidi's happy, you know, some treats, you know what I'm saying? She coming with those wings, man. And you know, there's like we got our High Chick Society. They out here, they stomping. You know what I'm saying? The baddest girl group I've seen in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jack Jack. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Chicago has the potential and has the motivation. We just need the lane.
Yeah. Get that lane, homie. Get that lane. You definitely in the right lane.
I'm gonna get it, bro. We're gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying? It just gotta wait till this COVID shit's over with. This is it's putting a stamper on this 420 is togetherness. It's unity. And we can't be together, then it's suffering, bro. Like I miss my members, man. I miss the whole waking up to like 4 or 5 people in the living room just chiefing talking about where you been at? I've been sleeping, dude. Like I've been trying to get a rest. Let me be. Well, let me hit that before I leave though. Like let me get a little of that before I go. That's what it's all about, you know, and that's what we're preaching. So,
well, keep us informed. We're definitely gonna have you back, man. We're gonna have to get a better audio connection for you next time, man, because I know the first part was a little choppy there. Hopefully, the message still got through. But damn, Berg, let's shout out those sponsors, man. Who we got? Who we got in the house tonight? As always, Honeybee Extraction, Native Made 313, Ghostbuster Farm, Western Tobacco, Michigan Turf Farms, and Michigan Ganja Queen, and last but not least,
motherfucking Bud.
Hey, yeah. And that's how we do it, man. Nothing but love. All great companies, all got love, all about this community. It's a beautiful
Make sure to tune in tomorrow.
Our community is beautiful too, bro. You know, everyone is moving.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking, man. The next Chicago person I see before I have them on the show, I'm gonna run them past you to make sure they're legit.
No, you don't have to do that. I am by far no. I'm just saying I'm by far no aficionado of who's who, but I know that I'm out here. You South Citizen the Delta is here. You know what I'm saying? I'm incorporated. You know what I'm saying? I have, my fraternity is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be educational, and we want to be the person you come to when you want to know what strain is what strain and how does it affect you, and I can sit down and talk to you as a person and communicate with you on how you feel about what you're going through. Bro, I've been through a lot of fucked up shit in my life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing that got me through that was talking to people and being there with somebody to say my brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? So that's what South Citizen Delta is, and I'm doing this for them all the way 100 because I people cry in front of me, bro. Cry, grown men. Like I saying, I need, this to be able to get together and go. And I support them, Incredible Edible, all them, everybody else out there, who's moving and wanting to be in this industry, we can do this shit. We know we have the abilities, we have the education, we can get together and we can push forward. You know what I'm saying? Because if we can't do what we want to do as citizens to be able to make money and grow and be able to feed our people, then, you know what I'm saying, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? Every person has the right to make money in this country. Everybody.
Yeah. It shouldn't be illegal.
Huh?
And it shouldn't be illegal.
It shouldn't be illegal. It should not be illegal. You know what I'm saying? If you heard about that new thing with Biden's talking about pushing it to where he can have it to, it's federally decriminalized, but the states take care of what their regulations are going to be, that'll be a big push for everybody. Federally decriminalize it and let the states take care of their own shit.
Politics right now.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, this is not what I do, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is not my thing, I'm just doing this because, my friend asked me, to sit and talk with you guys about what my views. These are my views. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm sorry if that offends anybody, but, I'm only here for my fraternity, my people, South Citizen the Delta. That's what I am, That's what I believe in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Save my life, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's not that, we let anybody express their political views. It's just that we're trying to wrap it up, and if we start politics, it's not going to be fair. It's not going to be fair to everybody because not everybody's going to be able to speak on it. And
I was going to say, Rick and Jamie.
Hey, did you guys need to see Sherman's dick before we sign off?
Yeah, on
I bet Rick wants to see it.
You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. But I appreciate
already did many times. Unfortunately, no. Hey, for everybody, don't forget, check out Oz, which is formerly Third Coast Compassion, on Friday about 1 o'clock. We're going to do a big grand reopening. Oz is, I did not know that till today, Oz is among the first to sell recreational marijuana in Ypsilanti, and they also are pre-approved for a social consumption lounge on that site. That'll be a big step forward for the state and for the city of Ypsilanti on a historic structure site. So fucking awesome. Be there.
Your ass up, boy.
Smoke it there. Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna get off you guys.
Aaron will be there.
Wish if I didn't fucked up or something, but this is my first time, doing this, and coming out as being like.
All good, man. Great stuff. Thank you.
Hey, you're still in the fam, and you're still coming back, man. No worries.
Yep. Maybe get a headphone with a mic on it next time, and that'll work out great.
Hey, I'll see what I can do. But appreciate you guys. Hope you guys,
Appreciate you. You got anything to say, D-Mac?
I'll see you Friday, Berg. We're gonna smoke lounge. I saw you perk up. I'll be in Ipsy Friday.
Oh man.
They applied for the social use lounge. Wasn't it open yet? Not open yet, but you know, DMAC makes his own rules. So
Are we here? Are we here or aren't we here?
I'm not sure. I'm not one to make people jealous. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like putting it out there like, hey, I'm gonna go and smoke weed where you can't. You know? Come on, D-Mac.
we'll be all MMFLA and MRTMA compliant at our program, plus also social distancing, and there'll be special Oz masks. So you know, it's all good.
Ooh, Oz mask. I'm going for the mask.
Got to wear it on your face though, Darren, not the other place, right?
That's right. That's right.
Okay. I promise.
Clarification.
Friends.
That's it.
Medical motherfucking Mondays, yo. All right, that's it. I'm ending this shit.
All right, later.
All right, y'all.
Later.